of the Geek, and today I'm showing you guys how to make the user's list. So this list will be used for here. So when you type in a name and hit enter, it will automatically add the user. Oops, sorry about that. It'll automatically add the user, and you will be able to click to delete the people. So yeah, let's get started. So jumping over into our code, in our index.html file, we will need to add a table called user table. This can actually be whatever you want it to be called, but I have it. Make sure it's in the sidebar left, or wherever you want to put it. So yeah, we don't have to add anything to this table. Sorry, this is all going to be variabilized variables. So starting off, we're going to say var users equals, and then just do brackets, nothing else. After this, we will type. Oh, come on. All right. After this, we will type money sign, and then document dot ready, and then function. And like that. Cool, so now add our semicolon here before we move on. And perfecto. So now we are going to initialize some new variables. So we're going to say var table equals document dot get element by, oops, wow, fail, element by ID. And this is going to be user table. We're also going to create a variable and call this one, oops, we're going to call this one rows equals table dot get element by tag name, and we're going to call this tr. And then one more, just call it I. Oops, I. And now that that's all done, we can go down some lines, and go down some lines and type function on row click, and this is, we're going to call table ID and the callback. Then we can open this up and say for I equals 0. We're making a loop right now. So for I equals 0, and then I is less than rows.length, and then do I plus plus to add an I, or to add to I. So for each for each row, sorry, it is adding 1 to the I to make sure that we're not going over the row limit. So if that made any sense, sorry. So yeah, now we can say table.rows and then say I dot on click equals function row, and then open that up and say callback. Oh, sorry, we're going to say return function. I'm gonna add another one of these and say callback row. And now that that's done, we can exit out of this entire statement. Oh, sorry. Last thing, real quick. Below this line here, we're going to say, oops, yeah, so sorry, below this line, I'm not sure if you knew that one, I do have it in my notes, so I'll add it. I don't think you do. So we're going to add table.rows and I, and that's all. So now we can exit out of there. Oops, did I exit out of everything? Nope, okay, sorry about that. So now we're going to create a new, I don't know, a jQuery statement, let's call it. We're going to say money sign, and then call this table. We're going to the class of table, on, and then click, comma, tr, oops, sorry about that, comma, function, and in here e, and then open this up, and of course add the semicolon. And now that that is done, we will say this. We'll say var index equals users.index of, and money sign this dot closest, and then tr, and then after that tr dot value. So this will be getting this is the remove statement pretty much. This is exactly what that is actually. So now what we can do, sorry, I'm just checking out my code. Yeah, what we can do is say users dot splice index comma 1. And that will get the ID of the one that we're clicking on. So now we're going to say this dot closest, and then we're going to say tr dot remove. And now that will remove the line closest, or the table input closest, or the user closest to where the user clicked. So now we can say we'll add some stuff here. So let's just say to do add spin stuff. I do have that all written down so far. I just have to do a video about it. But yeah, so now we're going to say Let me just make sure I'm not in anything. Whoops. Okay, so my mistake. I added. I actually went one thing too far. Let's just add that curly bracket back. And now, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say function add row, and we're going to call this. Or sorry. Now we're going to open that up, and we're going to say var table equals document dot get element by ID, and then of course user table. And then we're going to add another one, call this row. Oops, things row equals table dot insert row, and then 0, and then cell 1 equals row dot insert insert cell 0. Insert cell 0. All right, now that that is done, we're going to say cell 1 dot inner HTML equals user. This, equals user. Like that. Alright, I'm sorry. So right above this, we need to type var user equals document dot get element. Element by ID, and then we'll say user. Oh goodness, user input. Dang, I can't type, sorry. Dot value. And then var form equals document dot get element by ID form. Now that that is done, we can come back down here and type these few last lines. So what we're going to type is we're going to say form.reset. This will delete everything that the user types. So if I go in here, sorry about that. It's not opening for some reason. We'll figure that out in a second. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just delete everything in the input field. So now we're going to create another for loop, except this one will be for users.length. So we're going to say for I equals 0, and then I is less than users.length I plus. Now that that is done, we'll just console.log. This is purely for debugging users and I. There we go. Okay. So now, above this table statement, we need to add users.push and then user plus, like that. That is very important. So now, hopefully, if I am correct, we go back into here and make sure onClick is add user on the submit button. That is very, 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 very important. I need to reopen this file. I'm sorry, 1 second. Alright, I am sorry. We need to remove this statement. Oops, sorry about that. We need to remove this statement. Oh, come on. Go down here, go below the unenable, and then type OK. And then save. So now, sorry about that, going into here, we should, in fact, be able to type a, there we go. So now we type Kento. Now, as you can see, if we click on either row, it works flawless. We can add a whole bunch of these rows. Let's just add random stuff. And that's all good. So now if we want to remove U, or Phi, or E, or this one, or that 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 one, it all works seamlessly. So in the next episode, we are going to put all of this data into the amazing, one-of-a-kind spinner. The spinner, we are going to be using a GitHub project. I'll have it linked in the video of that one. But yeah, this should be a really fun thing, so I hope you all come right back here tomorrow. See ya.